morning.
Good morning. How are we all today?
Oh wow, you are jolly this morning.
Well, you know what? I'm really not, but this is just fake it, make it, fake it till you make it because I'm kind of in need of motivation, so that's why I'm here. But I'm also getting ready for an event coming up.
You are.
Yeah, we will be talking about that.
Yes, absolutely. I want to apologize in the first place because I will be coughing today, guys. I
hmm
do not have COVID. I have a chest cold. Um, so if you hear me clear my throat and cough, I apologize in advance. I'm just feeling really crappy. I don't know if it's allergies or if it's sinuses, but anyway, I feel crappy.
Well, it's the
You know
weather
what?
too.
I hunkered down for two years now, and I did not have like one thing, and I haven't been sick in I don't know how many years. And
hmm
then I go to movies one time, and I'm not saying that's where I caught it, but I go out one time, and then I'm sick. Anyways,
Yeah, it just looks a little bit of a coincidence, but probably isn't.
it sucks. It sucks. Anyways, today we're talking to our best friend. We love him, Terry
Yeah,
Muir.
the guy that you find absolutely everywhere. Behind all
And
kinds of stuff.
yep, and they are the Optimist Club of Cornwall is organizing the trunk or treat that's coming up this Sunday. So we'll bring him on, and he can tell us all about it. Good morning, Terry.
Good morning, Secret Chicks.
Good morning, Terry. I'm getting ready for your event.
All right.
Hey, he just called us Secret Chick. Mai-Liis, you should show
Oh
what you
my
got
God.
for our
Let me just,
little decoration for the trunk or treat.
I got my, where did I put my glasses? Jeez, I'm losing it. I better put my other ones. Oh,
You
yeah,
need
they
your
are.
glasses to find
No,
your
I got to
glasses.
put my other glasses back on because otherwise I can't see anything. So anyway, we are getting ready for the
Trunk or
event,
treat.
and I found the Secret Chicks in a different version. Because Julia's put me in charge of the decor there, and when I saw these, it's like I had to get them. They are so cute.
I
So
know everybody's dieting right now, but that's a little extreme, isn't
It is, yeah. We can even fly around. Everything moves. They're so cute.
the Halloween Secret Chicks. It was
Yeah,
a cool find for sure.
No kidding.
definitely.
So Terry, tell me all about the event. It's different than what it was last year. First of all, just explain what it was last year and how is it different this year.
Well, as you're quite aware, last year things were locked down pretty solid, and
hmm
all we heard about was no Halloween and everything else. So we devised a scheme where a lot of businesses and individuals and service clubs would set up in the parking lot at the civic complex and hand out treats as families drove by in their vehicle and stayed safe inside. And let's say it was a hit. So much
It
so
was a
that,
busy hit.
yeah, we were extremely pleased with it. The police had a real job on their hands as traffic had backed up from the civic complex all the way up past the traffic circle at one point on Brookdale.
Wow.
So in conversation with them this year, it was like, we appreciate all the drive-through things you guys did last year, but maybe we need to look at different ways of doing things. And people indicated that they want this event to remain. And so we're moving into the park this year and
Cool.
and do it as a walkthrough instead of a drive-through.
Yeah, so we're opened up quite a bit, so it allows you to be able to do that. So, but it's still a trunk or treat, meaning cars, I guess. Like,
Yeah, the majority of the vendors or suppliers or treaters or whatever you want to call them will be, setting up their vehicle and handing out treats. Some using some unique ways to hand them to you or throw them down a tube or whatever, to keep that social distance thing.
hmm
And so the majority will be working out of a vehicle where they'll bring their bags of goodies and everything. And then some will set up a booth, a tent or whatever, and have a table in between so that, we have things ready to hand out as you go by.
hmm
And we'll be doing it in small groups. So we'll have Well, they're supposed to be zombies, and they're kind of going to work like us or ushers. So we've been trying to come up with a name for them, but I don't know if they're Zushers or
Zushers, right?
Zoshers, or I don't know what it is.
Hombies.
Zombies, that's it.
Zombies.
So
Mm.
the Junior Optimist Club members and the Pathfinders from the 70th Cornwall are going to join us, and they're going to help take the small groups of people around through, so everybody kind of stays separated and has a good time or whatever, and they'll just walk through and pick up their treats. And we've got at this point over 25 participants that are going to be handing out treats. We'll be sending out the list hopefully later today, and we're even going to have Weenies on Wheels there.
Oh,
Something
nice.
special for any of the young ones that come in a costume.
Nice.
Nice.
And as people know, the Seeker is going to be there. And
Yep.
fresh
Provided that I don't die before then.
Well, let's not do that.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
You know what I really like about this idea, Terry,
Yeah.
is because in any other year, like on a regular Halloween, businesses are not really able to partake into this celebrations. I mean, trick-or-treating usually starts like when businesses are probably closed, like if it's on a weekday, except if it's on a Thursday or Friday, usually, everything is closed. So businesses don't get involved. And this is giving businesses, small business owners, the opportunity to partake into this great holiday. Like, this is my favorite time of the year. So
That's exactly it, because I used to be in business for myself, and I was kind of disappointed when you'd sit there on Halloween and nobody would think to come to your door.
yeah.
So it wouldn't matter how many treats you had, nobody was coming, right? So
Yeah.
it's a great way for the businesses to give back to the community. And they had a lot of fun with it last year. Most of the ones that were there last year are returning this year again. And, it's true. It's something that wouldn't be done otherwise. And, there's also the issue of a lot of streets you go down now, you might go 2 blocks before you find one light on.
Yeah.
People are busy or whatever is going on. So this way you're guaranteed every 10 or 15 feet. You're getting treat.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty awesome.
And I do like the fact that it's a walkthrough this year, because I know there's still a lot of people that don't own cars or don't drive. So then those people weren't able to attend. So now they can. So it's wonderful.
Yeah. No, it's a win-win overall. And, we if it's successful again this year, which it's looking like it will be, then it's something we're going to expand on. As the Optimist Club, we've talked about expanding it into even more in the park. So
basically, Terry, it's going to be taking place like where the bandshell is, that big circle around the bandshell. All the cars are going to be parked around that circle, right?
That's correct. So you're going to have to walk down to the bandshell to enter, and then go up around, and depending on how many vehicles are there will determine how big the oval is. But we'll just space them out, and as you walk by, here you go, trick or treat next, right? So
and what time is this supposed to all start?
So we're going to start handing out at 4:30
Okay,
on Halloween. I know there's a lot of events going on Saturday night, which is the 30th, but we're actually on the 31st.
Okay. So Sunday night from 4:30 on to what time?
I'm suspecting probably about 8 o'clock. I mean, last year we were there till almost 9:30, but that was cars, right? So, I think we're safe to say that we're packing it up around 8.
Okay.
Sounds good.
I know I'm all excited this year, because usually my kids are all grown up and my grandkids are in Calgary, so I don't really, partake in the Halloween thing anymore. Did when the kids were little, but this year I'm excited to see all the little trick-or-treaters. It's going to be nice.
Yeah.
Plus we get to dress up, right? I mean, you can come as whatever you want.
Exactly.
And
we just won't be looking like this.
It's a look.
It'd be a good costume.
It would
Yeah,
be.
I actually want to get dressed as a vaccine needle.
Oh my Lord. And I should get dressed as a big Band-Aid.
Or
Yeah.
you can be COVID.
He can be chasing you around
know
a circle.
Oh boy, it'll keep some people away.
Yeah.
Oh God. So Terry, anything else you want to talk about for the event? Is there any do you need volunteers? Do you need businesses to contact you to so you said you have 25. You have
25.
room for how many?
Oh, I mean, we could double up both sides. I mean, we're relatively unlimited to the number we can put in. So yes, it would be fantastic if more businesses join in. Because the only thing better than getting a bag of Halloween candy is getting 2 bags of Halloween candy. So
Yeah, 50.
exactly right. So it's and there's no charge to the business other than them buying their own treats to put in. It's just our way, the Optimist Club of Cornwall. It's just our way of having some fun and put some smiles on faces. And we're lucky that we get such great partners in the community to join in.
Awesome. All right. So I'm assuming anybody can go on your website to get information.
Absolutely, you can go on there and you'll see the link to get
And the
information.
website is?
optimistclubofcornwall.org.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll put it up for people to see. And so that's super. We'll see you on Sunday, Terry. If you need volunteers too, we can get a shout out for people to contact you as well.
Yeah, we've been pretty lucky. There's been quite a few people step up to help out. Some people would love to hand out, but they can't handle the magnitude of people that are going to be coming through. We're hoping for 1,000.
You were also saying that, I mean, we don't have to prepare for 1,000. You can prepare for however many you want. And when you finish giving up, you just close your trunk and leave, right?
Well, no, you got to stay there till it's over because it's too dangerous to move.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But when you're done, you're done. You give what you can give, right? And so it's, but it's an easy concept, right? You just show up, hand out treats, and watch a kid smile.
Yeah, and I think I can see that becoming a really big deal in the upcoming years of no COVID, hopefully.
Yep.
I don't know what you got my mind going when you said that the Optimist Club is thinking about making it bigger. I'm like, I'm going haunted house, like, that'd be super
park.
cool. Oh, wow.
I mean, you got the jail right close by. You got a stage. There's so much we can do.
You do a haunted downtown.
Exactly. Right?
Yeah.
So, the sky's the limit on it. I mean, it is a fantastic time of year because it's all about having fun and scaring people. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. I mean, and you got this year, you got the Ghost Walk right across the road from us over at the mall, and they're doing a great job of, let's say, in making sure people are wide awake whenever they go through.
Exactly.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming to talk to us, Terry, and we'll see you on Sunday.
Thank you. My pleasure. Take care, ladies.
All right. You
Thanks,
too.
Terry. Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, I'm going to cough. I'm sorry.
You're supposed to cough into your
I coughed into my hands. Oh God, this sucks.
I think it's just probably nasal drip because, like I say, you're not blowing your nose, so it's just
I'm not blowing my
irritating.
nose.
It's irritating your throat. That's all.
It's just it's like post nasal drip, right?
Yeah.
And so I asked a doctor because I took earlier this week. I thought it was allergies, and I took a Claritin, and I don't know what that was about. I've taken Claritin like fairly enough times in my life. Like I have allergies in the summer, so I take it when it's really unbearable. But this Claritin, the one that I took this week, it got me so freaking edgy. Like
Wow.
my heart was pumping. Like I had a elevated heart rate for like
Hmm.
a whole day. I was like super antsy. I was like I felt on drugs
Wow.
basically. And so I really didn't like that feeling one bit. So I asked the doctor if there was anything natural that I could take for this, because he said that he thought it was like allergic rhinitis,
Hmm.
and he said to take ginger pills
Hmm.
and something called NAC. I don't know if you say NAC or NAC, but anyways, it's
But I
NAC.
told you what I thought that was. NAC, a trip to the National Arts Center, right?
Yeah, I don't think that's
LOL.
really
I don't think that's
recommended.
what it was.
But yeah, he
Mm,
said that it was a good to clear up the
mhm,
nasal passages, and so I ordered that. I went to the pharmacy and I went to Walmart and I went to check if they had any, but they don't
mhm.
sell um
Whatever that is.
yeah, they don't sell ginger for some reason in
Oh,
pills,
but
and
they
they
sell a
don't they don't sell NAC.
you can buy ginger tea though, because I drink a lot of ginger tea.
Yeah, but
Wow.
anyway, so I ordered it on Amazon. I'm gonna get
Yeah.
them tomorrow, and I'll see if that helps. But I
Huh.
I feel the pressure here, and yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm kind of I know how you feel because I have that like all the time. So, and I'm if I'm out, I'm trying not to cough because then people think you've got something else. And but it's just annoying because it's just irritating. It just constantly irritates your throat. So,
Yeah, yeah.
so hopefully it'll pass faster. So
Hopefully, excuse
I'm
me.
just gotta take a quick
A quick what?
I'm just taking a quick look because I got a message in on my Facebook. We finally found someone to fix the roof because I've been looking for someone to fix the roof on our two houses, and it is so hard to find anybody. Like you can find people, but they don't always show up. So this way, I've got somebody came last week. I just told him whenever he comes, just give me a heads up. But I'm so excited. Well, excited. I'm happy because our roof next door is leaking a bit. We
Hmm.
just don't want to get into the rainy season and have issues. So this week that'll be fixed. But the roofers are so busy that he's not going to be able to come back and fix the whole two roofs, the other parts until the springtime, but at least he's going to get us through the winter. So
Well, that's good.
thankfully. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
My roofer was really good, and I mean, my roof still leaks a little bit, but it's not the roofer's issue. Like my roof is notorious. It's a I don't know what's wrong with this damn thing on my office side,
Hmm.
but I've had this thing redone 3 times since I've moved here in 10 years,
Yeah, I
and
remember.
there's always there's always a leak. Like but I mean, it's very. At least now it's not every time it rains. Like it
Hmm.
doesn't. It leaks only. I think it's the direction of the rain. Maybe if it
Yeah.
hits a certain way, then it'll. Because I don't even think it comes from the roof. I think it comes from the siding or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Well, my house is like 1893. It was built,
mm.
so I got a century of problems that came with it. So
Yeah.
well, I wouldn't change it for anything. Like I love my house. It's got a lot of character, and kids swear it's haunted.
Oh, really? I love where I am too, because in my past I always had brand new homes. So I mean it's great. So this is the first older home and it feels like it's got character too. It's a true story, which I've always wanted.
Hmm.
And I just love it too. So yeah, you older homes just come with other problems.
They do. They do. Like I had to learn to live with the occasional mouse. You know,
Mm,
we have my straps set up all the time, and I catch
hmm.
the occasional mouse. So, and then we had like the wasp problem this
Yeah,
year.
how's the wasp problem going? Did you
Uh,
get rid of it? Because I know you were fighting
so he came.
wasps the
He
other
came
day.
twice. He came twice to spray
Yeah.
the place, and because of where it's at, it's really hard to get to. So I don't know. Like if you see my ceiling, my ceiling is all old wood.
Yeah.
Okay. And so hold on, now my camera's all messed up. Okay. So the old roof is like the big planks of roofs. I
Mm,
can't really go in. There's no trap for an attic anywhere. I
no.
can't go in there, right? And the nest is like in the roof between those planks of
Yeah.
wood and the roof outside.
Yeah.
So I see where they're going in, but I don't know where the nest is exactly, because where they're going in here somewhere and their nest is here somewhere. So it's kind of hard to figure out where it is.
Mm-hmm.
So he came and sprayed twice and it was okay for a while. And then last week I started seeing them appearing again.
Mm.
And so I got my little fly swatter there and I played baseball with the wasps. Um So he said he was going to come again, but now they're gone. Like I haven't seen one in a few days, so I don't know.
Wow.
I think I'm going to have a real problem in the spring. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Cuz right now they're kind of going to sleep, I guess,
Well, that's what I mean.
hibernating.
They must be hibernating. I don't know much about wasps. That
I don't either, but yeah, I'm assuming they're going to be hibernating. And then in the spring, eesh, that's not going to be fun.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I
So,
wonder. I wonder they must be going to sleep because I know what the other day when we were talking, you had your fly swatter out and you were dancing about still. So I don't see you doing that today.
no, but it freaks me out because like when they're hibernating, or I'm assuming that's what it is, they're kind of slower
Yeah.
and they become like lazier and they fly lower. Like usually they would
Oh.
be up there, but now they're flying kind of lower. And so once in a while I'm sitting here and my computer and then all of a sudden I hear like
Uh,
right around my ear there, and I'm like, go away. I'm like, I freak out. I hate it.
well,
Yuck.
let's hope that they've found somewhere else to live or that they're just sleeping right now and don't come out in full force in the spring or whenever.
Yeah.
Yeah, my squirrels too, like they're starting to I don't know if they're
Feel
starting to
sleepy?
kind of get ready for sleep, but I know they're still coming around for their peanuts. I
Mm-hmm.
throw like a few handfuls out on the deck every day and the birds too, like I don't have as many as I did before, so I'm not sure if it's that time of the year that
They flew
everybody's
down south, maybe?
well, these are like
Yeah, they
blue
don't.
jays and those don't go and chickadees and stuff like that. They don't go
Mm-hmm.
anywhere.
Right.
But it's amazing at the property. You go out there and all the geese are going. And it just amazes me how they know how to fly in that formation.
I know.
Like how do they know how to go there?
I know. It's amazing, right?
Yeah. And they're
Yeah.
so loud and they all fly together and I don't know, I just love that sound.
Yeah. The colors are super pretty. Like we've been
Yes.
out yesterday hiking. We did a 6K yesterday, so that was nice.
Where did you
Oh,
go?
and I want to tell people, our Manly Men of Movember, there is a super duper interview with Joe Wilderness, who's a avid hiker. It was really cool to interview him. I can't wait for the interview to be published. It's a nice one. Don't miss it. Pick up your copy when it comes out. So, anyways, we went hiking. We did 6K, and it was beautiful. Like
Where though? Where did you go?
we went to La Rose Forest, which
Okay.
is about 40 minutes from here, I guess.
Yeah, around Castleman.
Hmm. And so there's a lot of bikes there too. It's like a biking trail
Mhm.
and a hiking trail. So there was a lot of mountain bikes going on the trail. So we had to kind of be careful. But it was a nice hike. It was a beautiful day yesterday. It was like gorgeous.
Yeah, and in the winter, there's skidoo trails out there too because we used to skidoo out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's really beautiful. It's not very far away either, so it's
No,
just
it's
gorgeous.
not. And I'm so happy because the border is opening on November, and I'm so going to Vermont. Like I've been waiting because we've tackled. It's been like a year to a T now,
Hmm.
that we started our hikes. It was in
Wow.
October of 2020.
Yep.
I think it was October 7th was the first hike we did, and it was at Limerick
Hmm.
Forest. So that was the first hike we did. So it's been a full year, and I've been wanting to take the kids to Vermont the whole time because, like, I've hiked Stowe, Vermont, Mount Mansfield before,
Hmm.
and it's just gorgeous. Like it's so beautiful, and it's a tough hike, though. So
Hmm.
it's good that we took a year and they got into the swing of things, and they're
Hmm.
that New Brunswick hike was kind of a good run for it too because it was so tough. Um, yeah, so they'll be good to go.
So
Uh
all three of them are still hiking with you? Your two little ones and your
huh.
one that's a bit older? Oh, good,
Yep.
nice. So it's good
Yep.
family time. It's
It
it's nice.
is. It is. It's kept our mental health
Yeah,
going for the duration of the pandemic. So
yeah. That's
yeah.
very important.
Hmm.
What was I going to say? Oh, you were talking about crossing the border and then coming back. Did you look into that issue about when you come back, you have to have a COVID test or something?
Um,
How's
I
that going to work?
I haven't looked at it yet, but my understanding is that you have to isolate for 14 days or get the test. It's one
So
or the other.
one or the other.
So yeah, and I have no problem isolating. Like
Well, no, it
we don't
doesn't
go
really
anywhere, so
yeah,
it doesn't
it
matter
doesn't
to
really
me.
matter to you. You
Yeah,
can isolate and the kids are homeschooling, so it doesn't really matter. So
right.
that would be fine.
Yeah, but my husband actually talked yesterday about because it was his brother's birthday, so he called him for a
Mhm.
happy birthday, and the brother asked if we're going down there for Christmas. And oh my god, like I got a panic attack just thinking about it. Like, oh,
Yeah,
Texas.
I wouldn't be venturing to Texas anytime soon either.
I don't think so. I told him, I said maybe in the summer,
Yeah,
but Christmas seems a little close to me, and Texas is not doing well, and
yeah.
everybody, like, they're back to normal 100% over there. There's no measures whatsoever. Nobody's
Mhm.
wearing masks. Nobody's like, there's nothing happening over there. So
Well,
so
there's not
I'd go there and wear my mask and be laughed at and considered a weirdo, and
yeah,
so
you'd probably be the only one. You and John would be the only ones in the state with your masks on,
yeah,
but
yeah.
no, like we were talking this past week too. Julia is a little braver than me still right now. Like it was that you were at one end that you were totally worried about this whole situation, and I was a little not as worried. I was doing the things here and there, and we've reversed roles. It's almost like I'm scared to go anywhere, and here's Julia going to a movie theater and restaurants. I can't do that yet. I just can't do it. But I did have a conversation with somebody who said you have to little bit by little bit get out and become braver because otherwise you will become enclosed in your house and become a hermit.
I remember telling you that too.
Yeah, and I talked to somebody that I was dropping seekers off to too. That's what he was saying. And it's true because you get to the point you get so comfortable
Well, it's just
at
that it
home.
feeds it feeds on itself, right? So
You're right.
if you don't push yourself outside of your boundaries, outside of your comfort zone, then it's just going to take over. And
And
it
it is
does,
true.
and that's why I started to push myself, even though, I say I have to I have to take a step back and analyze what I'm doing, and
Mhm.
and put it on a scale and say, okay, what is rational? What is irrational? What is a
Mhm.
rational fear and what is an irrational fear?
Mhm.
What is a real risk? What is not a real risk?
Yeah.
You know, Like I was going hiking and I wore a mask the whole time when I was hiking because I came into contact with people. That's irrational.
Yeah,
You
see,
know,
I
if you're
think,
crossing if you're
yeah,
crossing a person like for a second, you're
yeah,
not going to freaking get COVID that way. That's irrational fear,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I have to really take a step back and look at it objectively and say, okay, what is a real risk? What is not a real risk?
Mm-hmm.
And push myself outside of my comfort zone. Because I mean, it is becoming an endemic. You know, it
Mm-hmm.
is eventually going to be something we're going to live with, and
Exactly.
we can't stop living completely. We have to,
Yep.
start doing stuff, and so that's what I've been doing. Like, for example, okay, so you say, okay, you go to restaurants, blah blah blah. Well, okay, I go to restaurants knowing that everybody's vaccinated,
Yeah.
you know and I'm safely distanced from other people. The waitress is wearing a mask, and so the to me that is not a big risk.
Mm-hmm.
However, I went to a restaurant who did not ask me for my vaccination,
Mm-hmm.
and I actually asked the waitress, you're not going to ask me for my vaccination, my proof of vaccination? And she said, oh yeah, oh, you can show it to me if you want. And so I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. You're not prompting me for my vaccination. I'm not heeding here. Because that to
Yeah.
me is a risk I'm not willing to take. Because then I don't know that I'm around people
People that have been
who
vaccinated.
who have a limited amount of risk to transfer that to me.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I understand vaccinated people can transmit the disease to you as well, but
Mm-hmm.
the risk is a lot smaller. The chances of them spreading it to you are a lot smaller,
Mm-hmm.
and the chances of them getting really sick are a lot smaller. So I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
But
like I'm the same way too. I mean, I do go out. It's not like I'm sitting in the house not moving, but I do stuff and I weigh the risks, and I will still take precautions, and
yeah,
it's
it's
not
a
like
it's
I'm not
about
going, but
mitigation.
yeah, but I'm just not ready to go into big crowds
Sorry.
because I know the women's show is going on in Ottawa, which is a big event, and I know you had asked if I wanted to go, and I'm like, I don't think I can go into a place like that yet. I'm
Well,
just not
actually, there
ready.
was the fan expo this weekend
Yeah, that was the
in
first thing.
Toronto,
Yeah, that was the
and
first thing you asked.
I asked Malise if she wanted to come and go to the fan expo with me,
No,
and she's like, "Are you kidding? Are
no,
you crazy?" I think your words were.
no, I think the words were, "Are you a crazy lady or something?" No, I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for that. But I mean, we are doing the trunk or treat on Sunday, so we will be around people. It won't be like that we're on top of them. So again, that's a little bit of
Outside,
a baby step for me. So we'll be
Yeah,
outside, and I think I'm fine with that. So
yeah.
I'm excited. I'm actually really excited. Like I say, my kids are my baby is 24, and up. So haven't done trick or treating in years. And my grandkids used to come to the door all dressed up, which is cute. They're 7 and 9 now that they're in Calgary. Well, that's not going to happen. So I'm kind of excited to see all the little ones,
Yeah.
all the smiles, and like Terry says, the happy faces, and
Yeah,
it's going to be fun.
it's all about happy faces and stuff, right?
Yeah.
It's just so my son will be at our booth. Well,
Okay.
probably all of them will be at our booth, but this is my son 's costume.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So he'll be chasing people. Oh, you don't see it because I cut it, but uh yeah, he's got a knife in his hand there. And he'll be chasing people with a
My
knife.
my
It's
s-
a ghost
oh
face.
Oh my god, my son Christopher, my youngest, he was out in Calgary. They have Screamfest, and I think you've seen the pictures of what he's looked like for Halloween. Like,
Yes.
oh my god, I should actually post some of them on the Facebook. If that came behind me or chasing after me, I think I would have had a heart attack. Like, the makeup was so good, and he said that he'd be located in a house, and he'd jump out at people, and
Oh God.
he got punched so many times because people's reaction is to like just punch you, right? He says the amount of times that he got swatted or punched at
Oh
was,
my gosh, that's hilarious.
yeah, because he would
Oh.
just jump out. He hasn't done it this year. He didn't do it. I guess he's been doing a lot of Halloween events out there because his girlfriend is a Halloween addict there. So they've been going to all kinds of different things. But I was scared for him that time. A, because he's got type 1 diabetes, and then, he's in a dark space, and then somebody hits him or punches him, and I don't know. I'm always worried about that. You never know
Mhm.
what could happen, but I know for the few years that he did Scream Fest, he really enjoyed it.
Well, it's some people have such amazing talent with the makeup. Like it's
Mhm.
insane the makeup um that they do, you know. I wish I was that talented.
Yeah, like I
I
say, the makeup he had on, it was amazing, but I
yeah.
would be so scared if somebody looking like that came running after me. I don't know.
Well, that's one of the things that I miss is going to Fright Fest at the Six Flags in Montreal.
Uh-huh.
At this time of the year, they have this big thing called Fright Fest, and they have like seven or between 7 and 10 like haunted themed houses that are completely like some of them are zombies, some of them are
Mhm.
like madhouse, mad scientists, some of them are like, but they have like real people that are following you
Mhm.
around and clown houses and oh gosh, it's really cool. I love it. I
Well,
love Halloween. It's my favorite time of the year.
the Ghost Walk for Charity sounds like a lot of
Yeah.
people are having fun. I don't know, we should maybe go and try that one out, but
Yeah.
I just don't
Your
like
chicken
being
shit?
scared. I am. There was and I can't remember what the place is called, but it's going towards Ottawa anyway. We had gone in this maze. It was pitch
Oh,
black.
wasn't it McMay's that used to have a Halloween
No,
maze?
it wasn't McMaze.
No.
It was a big place, and I can't remember what it was. The kids were little, so it's a while back that we went. I know it's still there, and there was a house you went into, and it was a maze, and it was pitch black, and like I was absolutely terrified in there because
Well,
I.
right up the street here on Second Street last year or 2 years ago, because yeah, last year there was no Halloween.
Mhm.
Um, they had a house, like they had transformed their entire house
Hmm.
into a freaking mad scientist insane asylum thing.
Oh
And I went
my.
in with Ezekiel. Trinity was trick or treating with somebody else, and Mateo had gone with his friends, and I was alone with Ezekiel. And it was a rainy Halloween too, so the atmosphere was really
Oh
right. I was just drizzling a little.
yeah.
Anyways, we came across that house, and I'm like, huh, let's go check it out. Huh? And we went in, and man, these people went so much out of their way. It was such a great freaking thing. Like the whole house was transformed.
Wow.
Yeah, they put a lot of, and it was free. Like they didn't,
Yeah.
it was completely free. It's just you went through and you came in from the front and went around and then came all the way around and then went out on the side, and it was really good. They and they had their people. They had people there. The nurse was there checking you in, and
Oh my
they
goodness.
really went out of the way. It was cool.
Yeah, there's some houses around Cornwall that they've really gone out of the way. I just went by one the other day too. I'll have to post it. It was so well done in the front yard. Like
Oh
a
yeah,
lot of people go way out of the way. So, but
yeah.
and again, I remember when the kids were little and we went around because I lived near Blessed Sacrament in that subdivision, and I was telling you there was one house, and it looked like there was a mannequin or something sitting in the front driveway with a bowl of candies in its lap. And then as soon as the kids would go up, it was an actual person,
It
and he
would
would like
move.
lift his head and make a noise, and the kids were just jumping out of their skins. It scared me because you weren't expecting that.
Yeah,
So yeah, I like Halloween too.
yeah.
So I am
Yeah, it's
excited.
fun to be scared. Like we've been watching horror movies because our Friday nights we watch a movie with the kids every Friday
Mhm.
night. So we've been doing the Screams series right now,
Okay.
which is more like a it's more of a comedy than a horror
Yeah,
movie, really.
yeah, it is.
It's a funny one. But so we've done 1 and 2 so far, and yeah, and I like to pull an all-nighter on the Halloween night. So we'll select a whole bunch of movies, and seldom, like, I don't think it happened once that they made it through the night.
So how you
We
okay,
start
so Sunday we're gonna do the thing at Lamro Park,
Yeah,
and
I'll
then
do
you're
that
gonna
on
come
Saturday.
home? Oh, you
I'll do that
okay.
on Saturday because
Yeah, well, I was
there's
gonna
school on
say,
Monday, so I'm not gonna do that. But the weekend of Halloween, usually we pick all our movies,
okay, and
and
you do
then we
that.
start and we have popcorn and we just sit through them. And yeah, but usually like by 3 they're all asleep.
Well, because I was anxious to see you do that, like, do the trunk or treat from 4:30 onwards at Lamro Park, and then come home, watch your movies overnight, and then do the 10 o'clock show on Monday
In the
morning.
morning.
I was
Nah,
anxious
not
to
gonna
see what you
happen.
would look like next Monday.
Nah, not gonna happen.
But I want to just mention, yes, we've got the trunk or treat, but also the White Knucklers Writing Club. They're doing a kids haunted house at their clubhouse. So
Okay.
that's from 5 to 8. Again, if you want to go to the trunk or treat and then go take your kids to the haunted kids. Can't even talk. The kids haunted house. So the clubhouse is at 527 A Pitt Street. You go off of 6 near Giant Tiger. And they
Okay.
usually do have a nice setup too, because they do so many things for kids, the White
I'm
Knucklers.
trying to picture where that is. That's not where the Seaway Valley Theater Company is.
Yeah, it's the same street, it's before that.
Oh, okay.
You go in just before the Seaway Valley Theatre Company building, and then it's kind of in the back. So you can get to it off of Pitt, but you can get to it off of 6. So I'm sure they'll have signs pointing to where they're set up. So that's kind of something for people to do too.
Cool.
And I do want to give a quick shout out to Modern Primitive, my favorite store upstairs in Cornwall Square. I just love that store. They're featuring the work of different artists. Like they've been doing that for a while. And today and tomorrow, Brett DeRosier is there with her macrame art.
Mhm.
So stop by and chat with Brett. She's there from 10 to 4 today and tomorrow. And then check out the store, but make sure you've got a couple of hours spare because there is a lot to see in there. I love that
I
store.
haven't been to the mall. Is Spirit of Halloween there?
Yep.
Oh,
Spirit
it
of
is, eh?
Halloween is there. You've got the Haunted Ghost Walk. The Haunted Ghost Walk is actually where Urban Planet was.
Was, right?
It's
Yeah, that's what I
upstairs.
figured.
And then I think the Spirit of Halloween is beside it, I think, or is it downstairs? I don't remember. Isn't that awful? I don't go very often. But the other place that
Sorry.
you need to go to get your costumes is
Yes, dazzling
Dazzling
costume.
Costumes. They have expanded. They have so much stuff. And their address, I'm going to make sure I do it right, is 305 McConnell. They've got so many things in there, but not just for Halloween, like all year round. It's your
Uh-huh.
all year round costume and party shop. It's really, really, really full. So take a peek. And
Thank
then
you, Gail. Spirit Halloween is
it's
downstairs.
downstairs because all I know is when you go in there, all you can hear is Halloween yelling and screaming. And I think a
Uh-huh.
lot of it comes from the big blow up things from Spirit of
Uh-huh.
Halloween because you can hear that through the store. Um, Geez, I was just gonna say something else and seeing your moment here. Yeah, I can't remember what else I was gonna say. It'll come back to me. Yeah, I had a really nice visit yesterday from Jane McMillan and Neil McMillan. And Jane is an
Mhm.
artist, and look what she dropped off to me, Julia.
Oh,
Her
beautiful.
calendar.
2022 calendar.
Oh my God, and all her artwork is in there. It's so nice. She brings me one of these every single year.
Oh,
And
I love the
also,
sheep.
Patchouli soap. And
No.
they had visited, it's called Cedar Barn Homestead, right in Avonmore. So
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna have to check that out because they make goat soap. They have goats there and they make goat soap. So you know me and my patchouli soap.
Yes, I do.
I
I
have
do.
to go check them out too.
Speaking of art, I started drawing again.
I saw that. I saw that. well, kudos to you. I've wanted to do that for a long time. I just haven't got around to it.
It has been at least 20 years since the last time I picked up a pencil to draw. Like
Wow.
at least 20 years. I want to say 25 years to sketch. Like, I used to sketch
Mhm.
all the time. I used to sketch like everything. And my kids are really into drawing. They're really good. My daughter is my child. Sorry.
Yeah, your child.
My child is amazing. They sketch and they're so good with like the shadows and stuff, like
Mhm.
really impressed me. They showed me their sketchbook this weekend and I was really really impressed. But anyways, it's just it was such a great feeling to reconnect with something that I used to love so much and totally kind of forgot about, like,
Mhm.
um like I forgot about
How
how
much
much
you
I
enjoyed
enjoyed.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, how much of a out outlet it is
Yeah.
for me, But I suck, like I totally suck. I'm
Well,
gonna need a lot of practice.
well,
But
you get rusty if you don't do something for a long time. The other person, and I'm sure you've seen Sheldon's son's drawings, Ryan's drawings. He's
mhm.
really good too.
Mhm.
He's really good as well. But again, that's really good that you're doing that because I remember years and years ago, one of my friends said, okay, you're a mother and you're this and you're that, but what is it that you really enjoy doing? And like, I'm going,
We lose
I
ourselves
don't,
in
I don't,
mundanity.
yeah, I don't remember. Like, what is it that I enjoy doing?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like you take a back burner
Yeah,
and everybody else in your life takes a front stage
yeah,
and you forget who you are and what you like. And you
it's
know
true.
and when you have businesses it's even more so because now the business is everything we are.
Yep.
And I'm sorry, but I'm so much more than this business, and I'm so much more than a mother and a wife.
Yeah, yeah,
And so it's going to be my me time, it's going to be my
yeah,
outlet, it's going to
yeah.
be something that I enjoy doing. And so yeah, so anyways.
So anyway, I visited this artist, Erin Lee, last weekend, and she signed the book for us.
Mhm.
And it says, "Always be true to yourself." Which I
There
mean,
you go.
there's a lot of different meanings to that, but it's basically, I mean, don't lose track of who you are too,
Mhm. Mhm.
and that's what happens to us.
Yep, absolutely. All right. Well, I want to remind people that they can go on our website at theseeker.ca to see what kind of events are happening during the month and also enter their event. It's free to enter your event. If you have something coming up, just go on theseeker.ca, click on event, and then click on post event,
Hmm.
and it will be placed in our calendar and we'll publish whatever we can in the printed version of the magazine. And there's a what do you call that? Oh God, you're talking about being old and
Senior
forgetting.
moment,
Senior
another senior
moment.
moment here.
Yeah, I have outbreak in my mind, but that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say that there's a lack of oh my God, what's that word I'm looking for? Help me here.
I don't know what you're trying to
The
say.
paper shortage, not outbreak, shortage.
Yeah.
So there is a shortage apparently of gloss paper
Hmm.
across the industry, the printing industry. So we're trying our best to keep our print on gloss, but who knows what's going to happen in the next few months.
Yeah, if you suddenly see it on a paper that's not glossy, then you know why. It's not that we're changing our stock because we do
Hmm.
love the glossy stock, but and there's shortages of so many different things right now. It's unbelievable.
I've noticed.
It's
I've noticed.
unbelievable. I
And
know
the gas
people.
is going up. Like, oh my
Yeah.
God, did you see that? It was like 145 yesterday.
I know. And people are saying there's going to be shortage of things by Christmas and this and that, but I'm almost done my Christmas shopping, so I'm good.
Oh, wow. You're good.
Well, I do it throughout the year. If I see something, I pick it up, right?
Yeah. Well,
My
you're
my
much
I
more disciplined than I am.
well, I've always done that, but my problem is when the kids were little, I would pick it up and hide it around the house and then
And
forget where
forget
I
where
put
it
it.
was.
So then, at Christmas, I wouldn't remember it, but then the following Christmas, I would find it.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, that's not a good thing to do. So if you do hide presents, just make sure you know where you're putting them.
Hmm. Absolutely. Okay. Well, that was a good chit chat today. I think we can wrap it up.
Yes, we can. And
Mhm.
I do want to. Can you read this? Look at this cute sign I found.
Home of a spooky witch, one handsome devil, and their ghoulish goblins.
I love that thing. The
That
ghoulish
is cute.
goblins are cats, by the way, because
Oh, okay.
no kids living here, but we'll class the cats as our ghoulish goblins. I love those little signs. They're so cute.
Yeah, they are. You got that at dollar store, I'm assuming?
I got it at the
Dollarama?
Dollar Tree.
Oh, okay.
They have some amazing things there.
Yeah.
They're so
Yeah.
cute.
It's all $1.25.
Well, not anymore.
Oh,
It's
really?
between $1.25 and some things are $1.50.
Really?
Yeah,
Mm.
they're
Oh, well.
changing.
I guess the price of everything is going up, eh?
Exactly.
Yeah, I was seeing that the meat is apparently going up as well. Like really going up. Like I was seeing some posts about like pieces of beef that were like $80 for a little chunk.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of worrisome to see how the and oftentimes, I go to the grocery store or the Walmart and the shelves are kind of bare and you're
Yeah,
wondering what the hell is everything,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Anyways, hopefully it's they're gonna get a hand on supply chain management because we don't want to have shortages.
Especially not of TP toilet
Oh
paper.
God,
That was
that's the
so funny.
least of my worries.
That
I'm
was
like, okay, come on, worst case scenario, you jump in the shower and wash up. Like, freak's sakes,
all right.
how is people just
That's Julia's
freaking out about that?
Julia's hint for the day.
I'm a lot more worried about lacking food than lacking
Mm,
toilet paper.
yeah,
Let's put it that way.
it is true.
Anyway, so on that note, My-Liis just put her glasses to signify that we're wrapping up.
And signify that I'm excited for Sunday, Halloween night down at Lamoureux Park. So come on down, trunk or treat. 4:30
Yes,
onwards, bring the kiddies and you can trick or treat to your heart's content.
absolutely. So have yourself a great day.
And a super duper week.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.